Hello and welcome back to Weeb Cafe. I'm Claire. That's Kris. We've been on break for a little bit because the world got chaotic, and by chaotic we mean that we got together for a weekend and did not do anything except make videos and TikToks. So that's about all we did. Sorry for the delay, but we're back here. It is still technically March, so it is still Women's History. It is still National Women's Month, which means that we are going to be talking about our waifus. We're going to say our number one, we're going to go through our top three, and then we're going to take a quiz to see which waifu we are most compatible with. So to start us off, Kris, please tell us, what is even a waifu?
Thanks to the help of Urban Dictionary, everybody's favorite online definition source, the term waifu is a word that is used prevalentatively, fuck Middle English first off, in the manga or cartoon and video game fandoms. The origin of this word comes from the not katana, that's a fucking sword. Katakana. I literally just looked up how to say this too, I'm so mad. Which is the Japanese word for wife. However, Japanese speakers will never use that word. The real word for wife is suma or sai. Waifu is used to refer to a fictional girl or woman, usually in anime, manga, or video games, that you have sexual attraction to and you would even marry.
Okay, quick tangent. I looked up your name on Urban Dictionary and I want to read it to you, and then can you do mine just because we're here? Because I haven't looked at mine since, like, middle school.
Why not? It has been so long since I've looked up my name.
Kris is an outgoing, adventurous girl who loves a good thrill. Sometimes Kris may have difficulty expressing her innermost feelings, and that is simply because she is afraid of being judged. She is athletic, intelligent, energetic, and loves to make people laugh. She is absolutely accident-prone, kind-hearted, and brave-faced. Any man would be lucky to have Kristen as his one and only. Who's the lucky guy, Kris? Who is he?
It's Chance JK. No, it's not.
Better tell Jaleesa. Break up with your girlfriend, because turns out you are straight.
Jokes. I'm straight. I'm sorry. It was all a lie. Wow, that actually really came from me. I'm not gonna lie.
It really did.
Claire. She is a very unique, beautiful, and admirable girl you can ever meet in your life. She can be a great listening ear and try to help to solve others' problems. Claire can be lazy at times, but inside she's actually really smart and intelligent. A lot of boys like her a lot, but she will always have someone in her heart, and she will never forget. That's me, Claire. That's me. Claire is a remarkable and role model person that is very well liked by many of her peers, teachers, and friends. She never fails to be a great friend. Claire is a very talented person, but yet she does not find out her talents. She is a wonderful and emotional person, but kind and friendly. Claire has many hobbies and interests. She often gets distracted, but she knows what is right and wrong. Claire is awesome and funny. Only a lucky man will be able to win her heart.
Who's out here trying to win?
But he can't, because I already won it.
Yeah, already got that, bitch. Man, I feel like in middle school, it was a lot raunchier because I feel like the one that it said in middle school was like, Claire has great anal sex.
I remember mine being really raunchy, too, in middle school. So somebody must have changed stuff because it was raunchy. And they didn't used to be that long. They were like 2 sentences.
And then they had like sentences like, oh man, I went out with someone. Oh, was she a Claire? Yeah, she was definitely a Claire. And I was like, what?
Moral of the story is Claire has great anal sex. Title of this episode. You're like, no, not after the pedophile episode.
Not after the pedophile. I did not get that job, by the way. Didn't get it. They went in a different direction.
They said no pedophiles, please.
They said absolutely no pedophiles on our podcast.
What quiz are we taking first?
Let's take waifu compatibility test.
The disclaimer on this test says, if you need to ask what's a waifu, this quiz might be lost on you. You're welcome to try it, though. As for those who are in the know, are you a good waifu, a bad waifu, or something of an in-between waifu? Find out here.
Question 1. What is your top personality trait? Adorability, blandness, humorousness, niceness, or I don't have any special qualities.
Why do I want to pick the last one?
I have no special qualities. I bring absolutely nothing to the table.
I am a human dumpster fire, and that's it.
That's it.
I'm gonna go with humorousness. Because I think I'm funny.
Me too.
I think I'm funny.
I mean, I think I'm funny. I don't know if anyone else will. I think I'm funny.
I think we're a little biased.
Yeah. I think I'm hysterical.
All right, question number 2. When it comes to puns, I love hearing them, literally hate them, pretend to hate them, don't care for them. Nobody is better than I am at puns. I'm the pun master.
I am the pun master.
I love puns. I love dad jokes too.
Are you ready for my favorite pun, Kris?
Hit me with it.
How do you make an octopus laugh? You give him 10 tickles. Question 3. When it comes to gifts, I would rather not accept them. Shower me more. I'll accept them. I gift you. Meh. Take it and move on.
My spoiled ass wants to choose shower me more. But also at the same time, people buy me stuff and I'm like, no, stop. I'm gonna go with I'll accept them.
Yeah.
Question number 4. When it comes to weeaboos, I am a weeaboo, make fun of weeaboos, hate weeaboos, and make fun of them anyway. Wish I were a weeaboo. What's a weeaboo?
I am a weeaboo.
I think I'm a weeaboo too.
If we get the same fucking waifu, I'm gonna be real mad.
I think that just solidifies that we're soulmates.
That we are. When it comes to sexual jokes, I play along, feel awkward, never pick up on those, am more dirty, am totally against them. I never pick up on those. It takes me like a while, or until someone's like, did you not get what happened there? I don't think like that.
I think it depends on who it is. I'm gonna say I play along, because normally I'll play along, but like, there are certain instances where I'm like, you're disgusting, get away from me.
That's true. But if it's our waifu, think of it in like a waifu context.
Oh, I'd be making the dirty jokes, 100%. That would be me. Number 6, when it comes to Skype, I like to message and call as often as possible. Left calls, have never called and never will. Never go on Skype, hardly ever message or call.
I love calls.
Do you use Skype a lot?
No, but I would if it was my waifu.
I'm just gonna put I never message or call because I never use Skype. The only time I use Skype is to video call my internet friend in Canada, which we video call like maybe once or twice a year. Or I use it at work to message with the call center.
Question 7. When I want to say something serious when jokes are being tossed around, I tend to keep joking, keep whatever it is to myself, message privately and seriously, get seriously in public, or jokingly hit at it.
I keep it to myself because I don't want to bring the mood down, and then I just internalize it, and then I hate myself, so it's fine.
I think I would message privately and seriously, because I'm thinking like if this is like a texting thing, so like we're texting and we're joking, and then if I have to say something to like someone else, I'll like text the other person and be like, hey yo, serious topic.
Number 8, when it comes to L's word, what the fuck is that? I level and get plus 11 face roll PvP easy. Seriously hate that game. Idle in town playing dress up. Just form. I quit the game 101. PEV when I feel like it, and PvP when I feel like it, usually with friends.
What's else word?
I don't know what this means, so I'm just gonna say idle in town and play dress up.
I'm gonna say seriously hate the game, because I don't know what it is. Question 9. When it comes to choosing an outfit, I'd go for maid, school uniform, butler, swimsuit, or something casual. Well, now that I officially wore my maid costume, I'm choosing maid.
I know you choose maid. Something casual.
Wow.
Final question, number 10, is a freebie, and they're all 50, so just pick a random 50.
All right. Oh, okay. I thought this was going to give us a waifu, but that's the other quiz. This is just a compatibility test. So what kind of waifu are we?
What's yours, Claire?
So I'm a good waifu. Waifus don't get much better than me, but I could maybe be a little better, so I need to work on my good qualities. I know I can be the best waifu ever if I just put in a little more effort.
So mine says, so what kind of waifu are you? You're not any waifu of mine with a bunch of Z's. Sorry, that sounded kind of harsh. Work on your good qualities and maybe I can reconsider you to be my waifu. I know you have potential.
So you're no one's waifu?
I guess not.
And I'm a good waifu.
I guess. Maybe that's why we work out.
Yeah. You're just not my waifu. Can I have a separate waifu? Because I can be yours, but now I need one. All right, next quiz is who's your waifu? Question 1. What pretentious color name vibes with you? Western Mall, which is gray. Cheesy Grin, yellow. Symphony Red, which is red. Water Raceway, blue. Smoky Quartz, maroon. Or Domain, which is green.
First off, isn't quartz like a gray? Like, it's like an iridescent color. Why is it a maroon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I'm going with smoky quartz.
I'm going with Symphony Red.
It's only because there's no pink.
Yeah, how dare you call me out like this?
Question number 2. What are you doing? Taking a quiz. Tell me what I am. Just chilling. Dying just cuz. Dying as a cog in the capitalist machine. Trying to be productive. It makes me happy.
I'm trying to be productive.
I'm the dying cog in the capitalist machine. 100%.
Question 3. I don't care. Pick a Monster Factory quote right now. Hey everybody, I think dogs should vote. You're rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, my friend. Take it to the bank, boys. This one's just like Bart. Garbage boy stink man belongs in the trash. It's Succotash? Succotash. I'm gonna do the rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, my friend.
I'm gonna do garbage boy stink man belongs in the trash because it makes me think of Binks. He is a garbage man. Question number 4. You're monster sexual now. Name a cryptid you find fine. Women are pretty much cryptids. Aliens love those funky little dudes. Fresno walkers, look at them go. The Jersey Devil I find screaming very sexy. Mothman, because I'm classy. Mothman.
I'm doing aliens.
You would.
All right. Question 5. Choose a location aesthetic. City nights, city lights. Bright sunshine streaming onto a desk. Loud music and neon lights. Fields of flowers in a forest. The seaside, I guess. Coffee, books, and the smell of old paper. Ooh, this,
I'm going with coffee, books, and the smell of old paper.
I think I have to go field of flowers in a forest. It makes me think of Germany, my homeland.
Question number 6. You're 14 again. Oh, good God, please no.
No, I don't want to be 14 again.
Pick a band. Panic at the Disco. Fall Out Boy. Sorry, I only listen to classical. Avril Lavigne. Macklemore didn't die to not be included in this. Macklemore's dead?
No, he's not. Wait. Let me look. Macklemore dead? Question mark?
He's not dead, is he?
No. He has 2 kids. Oh my God.
And then the last one is My Chemical Romance. My inner 14-year-old is screaming Avril Lavigne.
Okay, but actually, I did only listen to classical music. Like, no joke. I wanted to be cool. I was a band kid. Love thinks I'm cool. We jammed to classical music when we were going back to their apartment. It was great. We had a great time. Question 7. Boobs or butt? Badonkadonks? Butts. Or I hate this.
Isn't badonkadonks butt?
No. No, it's not.
Are those supposed to be boobies?
I would go with boobs, but I don't want to choose badonkadonks. I'm not an animal.
I'm going with butts because I'm an ass woman. Choose an Overwatch waifu. I don't play Overwatch. I only know some of these. Widowmaker, Mercy, DVA, or is it Diva? I don't know how you're supposed to say it.
I don't know.
No, Mei, or Genji.
I'm gonna choose no. I'm not gonna choose. I don't know.
I know Mercy's pretty. She's got wings and a halo, so I'm gonna pick Mercy.
Question 9. Pick a dessert. Ice cream. I'll eat anything that's chocolate. Sorry, can't take any sugars. I'm trying to build my muscles, bro. Anything that costs more than $30. Cake or anything with delicious frosting?
I'm gonna go with ice cream because I don't really like cake. I don't like frosting. I can only eat chocolate when I'm like craving chocolate.
I'm doing cake because I love frosting.
$30 is too much to spend on any dessert.
Yeah, no. Unless it's like a creme brulee, like a nice creme brulee.
Either that or it's like somebody's cake for a birthday or like an anniversary or something. All right. If you could be in any fictional world, where would you choose? Pokemon! I love forcing things to be my friends. A Ghibli world, it's so pretty and aesthetic. Ooh! Lord of the Rings, somewhere high fantasy and cool. Futuristic Neo Tokyo with cool flashing lights everywhere. I just want to be in high school anime. First up, I'm going with Ghibli. Oh my god. As long as I don't get put in Grave of the Fireflies, I will accept anything.
See, but now you said it out loud. So now you're gonna be God, Grave of the Fireflies, man. Lord of the Rings. I'm coming, Legolas. We can be together. Question 11. Pick a funny number. 69, 420. I'm an adult, so no. 69.
69. We are children.
Yeah.
Pick a person you find sexy, but it's spelled SXC, for physical or intellectual purposes. Oh my god, I hate all of these choices. Karl Marx, Sigmund Freud with a winky face, Otto von Bismarck, Albert Einstein, Audrey Hepburn, or Emma Watson. Why is only one of these people actually alive?
Okay, weirdly enough, I do know who Otto von Bismarck is. He was the kind of like the president-ish of Germany back when it was Prussia. And he has this really funny quote. I don't remember the actual thing, but it was basically like, there are only like children in America. Like they're all like idiots. And it just, so I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna go with Audrey Hepburn.
Classic. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to say it. Can we take it again?
No. I'll say mine first though, if that'll make you feel better.
Okay, you go first.
My result is Normie Sundere from time travel anime. What? I don't care. Baka! Huh? Guess you like them too soons? Huh? I'll give Christina the benefit and admit she's not the absolute worst character and is somewhat likable, but maybe it's because she was in the same show as Tututuru bot that gave me brain cancer. You like your waifus as typical as it gets in anime. The play hard to get kind of gal that really likes you, but she's gonna act like a total bitch and get all blushy if you do so much as make eye contact, which is like, okay, but I want to warn you that too much shoujo or shonen anime is bad for your brain and your IQ.
Goddamn. Okay, I feel a little bit better after reading that. All right, are you ready? I got one busty Joestar. Wow. You're such a Chad. You even like your women as hard and buff as a homoerotic Greek statue, don't you? Your ideal waifu will be shredded like a brick shithouse, and she can probably lift more than you too, and that's not a bad thing. I admire and respect your buff waifu, but just be careful she doesn't cheat on you with some cute university student 50 years down the line. You're not the only one attracted to those fine muscles, bro. Okay, but honestly, a good portion of my waifus are very strong. Actually, no, all of them are very strong.
You like your herbos.
I do like my herbos. All right, so those were our quizzes. So we got what kind of waifu are we, and who our waifu is.
I'm trash in both senses, apparently.
You're trash, and I'm wholesome, and yet have a brick wall as my waifu, apparently.
At least mine will throw a little spice in there.
Yeah, and yours blushes at you. I don't know what mine's gonna break me. Oh my god, I'm in danger. All right, so now we're gonna talk about our favorite waifus. Let's actually start from like number 3 and like go up to like number 1.
Do you want to start?
I'll start. All right, so in third place of my waifus is 02 from the anime Darling in the Franxx. In my notes, I have the reasoning because gay.
Gay!
So, a little background on the anime. So, Darling in the Franxx is
trash.
Is about these teenagers who fight monsters that are trying to destroy the world. And 02 is this kind of alien thing where they have these robots that help them fight the monsters, but it's piloted by two people. And here's the kicker: it has to be one boy and one girl, because for some reason that works best with the robots. And you have to be compatible with your partner, or else you can't fight. So 02 kind of crashes down, and she becomes a partner to Hero. And the reason why I love her is when we first meet her, she crashes her like robot because she was doing it by herself. And she comes out of the robot looking sexy as fuck. But the reason why I like her apart from her looks is that she's a very assertive person. And even though she's assertive and definitely dominant as fuck, she's also very caring and actually genuinely likes Hero, who's kind of her love interest. But just for the record, the end of Darling in the Franxx makes no sense, and it confuses me.
First off, I would just like to say that Claire and I are completely different people, because she actually prepared notes for today's episode, even though we've been talking about it for weeks. And I still did nothing, and I was like, fuck. Anyways, my number 3 would have to be Irisvel von Eisenburn from the Fate series. Specifically, she is in Fate Zero. She is, oh my god. First off, she is attractive. Let me just say that. But also, this woman is so fucking smart. And she's not even human. She's a homunculus, essentially. So she's not even a real person. But the shit she just does, she takes off around the world with her husband to go solve this Holy Grail war, which is the whole premise of Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. So she's doing that, and she's kicking ass and taking names, and there's some gay tension with my homegirl Saber. She's also just so smart, and she literally goes out of her way to protect her husband, who is literally a trained assassin. When you get his backstory, it's so sad. She goes out of her way to hide everything from him to try and end the war so that her husband and her daughter can live their life out and never have to worry about the war again, which of course, I'm not gonna spoilers. But she's honestly just so badass, and I love her, and I really want to cosplay her. That was totally rambly, and it's probably horrible.
Coming in at number 2 is Mikasa Ackerman. And here's the thing. I appreciated Mikasa the first time, and I know we're going to have beef right now because you don't like Mikasa.
She has grown on me, I will admit, especially with season 4.
I appreciated Mikasa, but only until my friend Ash said that she shipped me with Mikasa was when I fully started to think about it and was and then I rewatched the series and I'm yeah. I honestly I didn't really simp for anyone the first time that I watched Attack on Titan. I was kind of focused on the just sheer absurdness of what on earth was going on in that show the first time to watch it, to be oh man, yes, that I would like that right now, please. But now Mikasa is amazing. I love her so much. But the reason why I really love her is that other than being one of the most physically strong characters in the entire show, Like, she is buff as fuck. Like, there's literally, I saw a scene where Eren was trying to carry like a box and he couldn't do it, and Mikasa's just walking past with 3 boxes just stacked on top, and Eren's just like, what? Another reason is that she is the most dedicated person. Mikasa is a ride or die bitch. You will not catch her slipping. Like, it is, and I have to humble myself because I in no way cannot compare anything to Eren. So if I was just like a part of the Attack on Titan world, she wouldn't give me a second glance. But I appreciate the dedication that she has to the person that she loves the most, and I would just like it to be me. Please. That's it.
Coming in at number 2 is Ryu Lion from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Or Danmachi, as it's referred to in Japanese. First up, I've seen this show, and I was never gonna watch it, and then Jaleesa forced me to watch it, and oh my god, I simp for this woman so hard, let me tell you. She's a hot little elf, and she is just so badass. She's like a level 4 adventurer. She kicks ass and takes name, and so the way Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon is set up is gods from all different pantheons and mythologies have left the heavens and come to earth, and they've started familias, so they'll take in humans or other creatures like elves, and they'll give them their like blessing, and it like gives them powers and stuff like that. Anyways, so Ryu was part of this one family, and they were like one of the top adventuring families. They did well, then they pissed somebody off, and like they were all slaughtered except for her. And she went out, and she's so badass. She went out and she caught revenge and killed everybody else in that family that murdered hers. And then after that, she was just ready to like fucking die because she got her revenge. And then she was taken in by this tavern and the ladies that work there. And so she's like turned her life around, and she's very caring, and she's like sworn she would never fight again or even go into the dungeons until she meets Belle. And then she just keeps coming to like save his ass, and she's so badass and strong, and I just love her, and I will cosplay her one day.
Yeah, my friend Justin tried to show me that very early into my anime experience, and I was just like, tits can't be held up with a piece of string. I don't want to watch this.
I feel that, but I will say I was not interested until I saw her in action, and then I was like, ooh, I like her.
Invested.
I was invested at that point. She was the turning point for this anime for me.
All right, are you ready? My number 1, forever and always, will be Sakura Haruno from Naruto. And before y'all click away, because I swear some people are going to just be like, oh shit, I'm going to stop the podcast. Absolutely not. Just wait. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Sakura is not useless. She is one of the most powerful characters in Naruto, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I made a list. All right. So I, like most people, was kind of like confused because Sakura isn't written well. She just isn't. She gets better in Shippuden, but the author and creator of Naruto publicly has stated, along with, and this happens a lot in shonen animes and shonen manga, where the male writers can't write women. They don't know how. That's what they say. And so they rely on stereotypes to create their women. And Sakura is one of them. So is Ino, and even Tsunade is also a stereotype because she's like her whole thing is, oh, I have to avenge the ones that I love. Like, very stereotypical. Sakura is just kind of a simp. She just kind of is very solely focused on Sasuke at the beginning, but also like me though.
Aren't we all just simps anyways?
Aren't we? But she's not useless. People be like, oh man, she didn't do anything. She literally split the ground open with a single punch. She punched into the ground and she created a cavern in just the ground. And you're gonna look at me and tell me that that bitch can't do shit. Absolutely not. She's also a fully trained medic by 16, and I do understand that medics aren't really seen as like powerful people, but I would like to remind everyone that both Sasuke and Naruto would be dead without Sakura. Legit dead. In the 4th Ninja War and Shippuden, she saves basically everyone, as well as fighting. But you don't need to be a ninja to still be useful in the anime. So here's why I really like her. She didn't really become my waifu until Shippuden. I don't know. She was written better. She got more screen time. And also I really like her outfit a lot more in Shippuden. But, so there's a villain during, so I think everyone knows the plot of Naruto, but in the beginning they're taking their exams to become full ninjas, licensed ninjas, and there's these villains who come and they've knocked out Sasuke. Naruto is incapacitated, and so Sakura is just by herself, and the villain grabs her, but she has long hair at the time, and he grabs her and he's like, oh man, you care about your looks more than becoming a ninja. You're waiting for Sasuke to save you. Well, I just took out Sasuke. What you gonna do? And she takes her like dagger thing, please don't get mad at me for not knowing the name of the daggers, and cuts her hair off Mulan style and then kicks some fucking ass. Like, she doesn't win against the guy because he's a lot like more powerful than her, but she's still like, he throws some like throwing stars at her and she takes them. They go into her arms and they go into her body, and she still keeps fighting after that and knocks him to the ground until reinforcement shows up, and saved her life as well as Sasuke's, because they would have killed him, or I guess they weren't going to kill him, they were going to go deliver him to another villain. But that's why that one scene, and it's very early on in the series, and I still don't understand how people see that and watch that and be like, oh man, she's useless though. So I'm not at all saying that she's like the most powerful. She's definitely like, Sasuke is obviously like more powerful, and so is Naruto. But I think that just because she's in Team 7, they expect them all to be at the same level, which is just kind of unfair. And here we go. I'm going to say something, and maybe some people are not going to agree with me, but it's the truth. Sakura and Ochako Uraraka have the same personality. And a lot of people also hate Uraraka because they call her a simp, and I've seen other people also call Uraraka useless. But I think it comes from internalized misogyny, and it's just, y'all hate girly girls, but I think they hate girly girls when they try to be strong. They are strong. Like, they hate girly girls who are strong, and then they'd be like, they're useless. Like, you're fighting so you can get the attention of a boy, when like, no, Sakura's trying to find Sasuke so he can stop trying to kill everyone. And Uraraka is just trying to become a pro hero. Like, you just gotta accept that even though there are characters who are not well written, there are a lot of characters in a lot of animes that aren't well written because they're side characters, or they just don't have the time for a backstory about that. Like, you can still like them and they're not useless. So like, Shikamaru is an amazing ninja and I love him and he's wonderful. But no one thinks that he's useless because he's not as powerful.
But he's also a man.
He's lazy as fuck though.
He's a man.
He is a man. Y'all just hate women. Y'all just hate them when they are strong. All right, I'm done.
I have watched partial pieces of Naruto episodes. I've never actually watched Naruto.
It's upsetting.
But my friend Jordan, who I know you're familiar with, Claire, retro petrol on Instagram, she shares a lot of like posts on Facebook, and one post she posted was about y'all out here talking about how Sakura is like the most useless character in Naruto, yet she literally saved everybody's life. And there's like 4 different pictures because it was a tweet, and one is with her and her hand in Naruto's chest, like, because Jordan said she pumped his heart. And then there was something with Sasuke, something with 2 other people that I don't know who they were.
Also, she raised her daughter by herself. Sakura was a single mom, basically, because Sasuke had to go and redeem himself. But that's more in Boruto and stuff like that.
Fuck Boruto. Nobody likes Boruto.
But Sakura went from a waifu to a MILF. Is there a combination of those 2 words? Because that would be the same. And I love her so much. And I just realized that I've cosplayed 2 out of my 3. I'm gonna do 0 2 at some point. All right, who's your number 1, Kris?
Number 1 is no surprise to anybody who knows me. It's Saber from the Fate series. She is very heavily in Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, as well as the other Fate movies. Her design is just so pretty, and I love her casual outfit. I've actually cosplayed her casual outfit. She is honestly so badass. She is the heroic spirit of King Arthur. Her name is Artoria Pendragon. And she's just so badass. She's an invisible sword. Excalibur's invisible. She kicks ass and she takes name and she doesn't ask questions. And she just all over. And in Fate Zero, she wears a suit and drives a motorcycle. And I was like, gay. So gay. But she's honest. She is just such a strong female character. She doesn't take shit from anyone. Especially not any of the men heroic spirits who are like, oh, you're King Arthur, but you're a woman. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking end you right here, right now. Like, let's go. She's so badass, and she's so loyal, specifically to her masters. Like, so loyal to a fault. But also, like, she's gonna do what's best for them in the end goal, even if they tell her, no, do this instead. She's always gonna put them first. And she's just so badass. And one day I will do her like heroic spirit outfit, but I gotta get better at armor building before I do that.
All right, so we're gonna do some honorable mentions because we have a tough time choosing. We can't make decisions. So I have 2 honorable mentions, still some waifus that are up at the top but didn't make it to the top 3. I got Mei from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Because bunny outfit, but also she keeps Sakata in his place. Like, he is obviously a simp for Mei, like all of us, but she doesn't like succumb to him. Like, she's like, okay, so you like me, you need to show me that you like me other than in my bunny suit, which I think is cool. And then my other honorable mention is Mina Ashido. Specifically because the reason, the time when I knew that I liked her was in the tournament arc, and she was fighting Aoyama, and she uppercutted him in the face. She just uppercutted him, and with like a big smile on her face, and then knocked him out. And I was like, that's my girl. I love her.
All right, so my honorable mentions. First up there is Hanji from Attack on Titan. I know it's probably one of yours as well, Claire. First off, I specifically put Hanji in the honorable mentions because in the manga, Hanji isn't assigned a gender. Like, you don't know what pronouns they use. Although in the dub, she is voiced by a female, and she does have titties. But non-binary majesty, we bow down. Woo! Just so badass, so loyal to a fault. God damn, I would let her kill me. I would let her take me out with the ODM gear, like, and I would say thank you. Like, I'm just saying.
While you bleed out.
While I bleed out on the ground being eaten by titans, yes. And then my second honorable mention would have to be Haruka Tenno from Sailor Moon or Sailor Uranus, because again, it's another one of those, she is female, but she presents very non-binary, and she's always confused for a guy because she dresses like a guy, and honestly, that's just goals. Like, I want to look like Haruka. Alright, thanks again for tuning in to another week of Weeb Cafe. I'm Kris, that's Claire. We had a great time chatting today. Be sure to follow us on Twitter if you're not already at Weeb Cafe Podcast. You can tweet at us. We post new updates. We like to interact with other things and be stupid. You know, it's just our great pastime. Also, if you have any questions or you have any episode ideas or animes you would like us to review or talk about, you can hit us up on our email at weebcafepodcast@gmail.com. Or if, you just want to say you like our stuff. If you enjoy the content we've been putting out, please make sure to leave us a review both on Apple Podcast as well as Podchaser or any other platforms that have rating spaces. It helps us get seen and more people can hear to us rant and be giant fucking weebs.
Oh, also, thank you everyone for making us apparently top 50 anime and manga podcasts. Don't know how that happened, but thank you very much for that. Really put some stuff into perspective for us. We thought we were just screwing around.
I mean, we're still screwing around.
We are still, but it's good to know that the chaos is enjoyed. So thank you everyone for that.
Be sure to tune in next week. We don't know what we're talking about yet, but we'll be talking about something, that's for sure. Until then, we'll catch you next Sunday. Bye!
Bye!